Well, I've gone and done it again. Of course I did. So if the thumbnail didn't already give it away, what we've got under here, which it probably has, let's go ahead and let's get started on this. So, a few weeks ago, returned the BP1 chainsaw to its owner, paid for mine, went to pick up one generator I knew about, told him I like Wisconsin engines, he was showing me around, and he said, I have 2 Wisconsin engines, but you have to take what they're attached to. So under here, we have a Wisconsin engine attached to a generator. Signal Corps Chest CH131-C for power unit PE108-E. Get a little backstory here. These were made for World War II for the Signal Corps to power their radios and stuff like that on ships, planes, out in the field, wherever you name it. That's where these were for. I don't know if this one actually saw any service. It has a little run on it, but I wouldn't say it was ran very long. There's markers on it at best and everything, but other than that, it's in its original crate. It's been mounted to this wood. It hasn't ran probably since the 40s, if it ran much long at all. So over 70 years, this has not ran. Now, my experience with stuff that has been sitting a long time, stuff gets stuck, no spark, and there's probably a mouse nest everywhere. I'll tell you what I have done so far. I have gotten into taking the spark plug out. That was a trip and a half. It had some really tight spots on the top and the bottom of the stroke. I dumped ATF down it immediately, put the spark plug in. I've walked away, went and did my research, which we'll get to that. Convenience for filling up. See, spark plug, that's all I've done is take that off, put it in there. And access. It has a 12-volt starter on it. It has a battery. I have done the research on that stuff. Go ahead and lift this off. 2 guys can pick this up. 1 guy, it's a pain in the ass. It is extremely heavy, because aluminum probably wasn't invented for the public until after the war. So, but this was made for the war from 38 to 45, 46. This year, I don't know exactly what year this one is, because the tags are completely ate up, unless there's a way to restore them. But this is a Wisconsin AB. They were rated for 4 horsepower. This one is governed at 1800 RPM. Puts it way down in its power range, but it was enough to produce 600 watts at 110, 120 volts. There's a painting I was talking about. There's your voltage here. There's your pin layout, which I've already done some research. The only ones I'm worried about is this one and grounding it to the body. So that's how you get your electric start, right there. Take number 3. According to Smokestack back in 2007, somebody wrote on what every pin does. And you take the one at number 3 position, ground to the body with your 12 volts on your battery. That is what should start the electric start inside here. No idea if anything works whatsoever. Anybody know what kind of pin layouts those are? Let me know. So I'd like to be able to run this out at show, but that's getting ahead of myself. Just taking a hit. Couple doodads and switches. I have no idea what they do. Oh, hold on. We got AC on. So that's your 120 volts. AC low, charge AC on. Okay, and we'll just turn stuff off for now. There's your AC off. Oh, that's your high charge AC off. Okay, so that's your AC on and off, and then charging your. I don't know, we'll get into that. And then there's your amp meter. 1 exhaust that is pretty much gone. My experience, these don't run really loud. Magneto, that looks like it has not been touched since it was assembled back in the 40s. And looks like ATF has dripped out of the exhaust. I've dumped some down there, so that's why that's wet. I've blown it off with a leaf blower. There's your governor systems. Might need a little lube on them. We'll figure that out. Oil bath. Oil bath setups and everything for your air intake. All there, all original. Choke. Which way's choke? I don't know. Fuel tank. Haven't even opened that yet. That is immaculately clean. I don't even smell any fuel in it. I don't smell any whatsoever. Was it ran? I don't know. Could not tell you. So, alright, well, first thing is we're going to try to get the engine turnover. Get it fully cycled. Like I said, I've blown out some mouse nests and stuff and everything, blew it out. Just a few nuts here and there, but other than that, it was pretty clean. Came from an auction in Illinois from the guy I got it from, and it sat. He never tried to get it running. And then he said this. I bought it, and here it is, because I like Wisconsin engines. I'm not saying Briggs and Stratton engines are bad. I just like these. Don't know why. So, without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. I can't put this on the bench. She is heavy. This is a heavy girl. But happy to have her, nonetheless. Alright. Your shop towels. Got a new box. This is a chunky spark plug. I'll show you guys this. Came out easy, but pretty nasty. This top one is a 13/16. This bottom one, damn, probably 7/8 almost. But took a while going back and forth to get that out, penetrating. Once I got the threads broke up, then I was able to put the penetrating oil on it, and then I could work it back and forth. Penetrating oil, go back and forth, rinse and repeat. Just spraying it on the top is not going to penetrate down into it. You gotta break the threads to get this. You see a spark plug like this? Blue crown. You're not going to find another one. Autolite makes plugs for these. People say they're junk, but I haven't had a problem with them on my other two Wisconsins I've got, so. Take that out, set it there. This is the base to it. This is meant to be completely covered so that it can run in the rain and everything, and the ignition would never be touched by anything. It can't interfere with the electronics and stuff, you know, spark the interference from the ignition, so. Loosen up. I couldn't even tell you if it has oil in it. Yeah, it's turning over pretty good. Yeah. Turning over pretty good. Last week it was a pain in the ass. Got a rope right here. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, remember spark plug's out, and it's all cast iron, so it's got a lot attached to it behind it too. I wonder if it's got any compression. Probably stuck valves more or less. Oh no, we've got compression. Valves are good. Huh. I wonder. This is going to be a. Give this a 10% chance. We got here. We have an easy day. I'm fighting the BP1. You checked out that video. Go ahead and do that. The second BP1 mine. We're looking at the spark plug right here. I have my severe doubts. In my experience with stuff that's been sitting a while, it has none. No way! No way. See, y'all see that? My head might have been in the way. Did you guys seriously see that? We have a consistent blue spark. No way. No frickin' way. What do we do next? I don't know, right? We put a splash of fuel down the spark plug and... Oh, my bad. Stopped it by mistake to hit the wrong thing. Do we put some fuel down the spark plug and see if it's got it? No, we're going to check for oil. That's what we're going to do. And it doesn't look like it's ever had its oil plugs taken out of it. I already bought new oil for it and some zinc additive. Because I don't know if straight 30 weight has it in it. But what I will tell you is I'm going to put a little bit in there. So, let's get you guys down where you can see. I'm willing to bet that's going to be a pain in my ass to get off. Get a good Craftsman wrench on that. That's what we need. Good Craftsman wrench. When, Craftsman wrenches were still made in America before they went overseas and came back and stuff. But either way. Oh my God, this might take some heat. This might take some heat. That's positive. Hopefully somebody labeled that. I probably would have got it wrong. Oh, no, we're good. We're good. Give her a little back and forth. Yeah, there we go. Just coming right out. Yeah, it's definitely had stuff in it. That bowl is crusty. Yeah, some of these, they said it'll put out 110, 120 volts, but the military did some weird stuff, and they'd run them at like 400 hertz, and oh my God, I didn't know it had all that attached to it. It's got oil. Oh my gosh. That's full. Well, we'll just put that back. Pretend we didn't see that. Hold on. Nope, we're going to do a dip in. We're going to do a dip. Ugh. A little bit of moisture in there. It's had a little bit. I'm feeling for sludge. I'm not feeling it. There is a little bit of water, moisture in there. Oh my goodness, I've never seen a plug like that. Didn't know that. Oh my God, that stinks. That smells old. That has never had an oil change. Blech. I'm not even sure how I could get to the oil changing part of this. Like, get a suction device. I mean, there's another one down here, but that's just gonna make a mess. Back in the day, I was worried about, That's nasty. Doesn't smell gassy. Just, it's full. Okay, well, we've got oil. We've got spark. We need a way to shoot fuel down in this thing. Me knowing these carburetors, because I have an AB over there, you take this top plate off, and you can sit there and you just feed that float the entire time and she'll run. Let's see what putting a little bit down inside will end up doing. Went ahead and took the air assembly off. A little oil in there. I'm gonna just put it somewhere else. I'm not gonna mess with it. There's nowhere to set it, rather than where it can just make a mess. Oh, look at that, made a mess. No, as usual with me. That'll just recondition the wood. That's what that'll do. Oil bath breather. Set that up there. Which way is the choke on this thing? Okay, that's open, that's closed. I don't see a mouse nest in there. That's good. Let's get our little fuel bottle here, shall we? Wisconsin. It'll take it. You can hand tighten these in like this. It's not going to hurt anything. It's not like you're going to sit there and run it for a week. Where is the rope? Yes, I put hearing protection on so that... Never know. Just had hearing tests at work and said I'm still good, but I want to keep it that way. Did just get over, like, say, having COVID and still passing hearing tests just fine. So, all right, here we go. Thought I saw a puff of smoke. Was that what I saw? We'll choke it. Smoke coming out the exhaust. That I have no idea what the throttle is on or anything of that nature. What is open throttle on this? And it's wide open. Governored open. At least the governor's working. Transmission fluid might be messing with me a little bit here. That's in there. Who wants to? I'd be flooded. Smell it. And that's 2-stroke oil, so help out with the top end. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. Come on, sweetie. Oh, it wanted to. This is one of those points you try the electric start. No. We're going to keep on the rope. It'll make us appreciate electric start if it works later. It wants to. It really wants to. That sounds amazing in the governor. The governor is actively working in the back. That sounds amazing. No clunking, no weird stuff going on. It is running fantastic. I have a beer about it. I need to get the voltmeter out and see what's going on. That thing just chooches. It just, I mean, as I fed it, it was kind of overfueling, so I had to just barely give it any fuel. But it just sat there at its RPM and ran. I mean, it sounds fantastic. It's in Wisconsin. What do you expect, Brian? Jeez. That sounds fan-frickin-tastic. I love it. And it's smoky in here. I don't care. Alright. Get the voltmeter out here. We'll see if it's producing voltage. I'll air out the garage and we'll be back in a sec. Alright, I've got the voltmeter on. You guys can't see it, but I'll call it out if I remember to. Got the switches on, so we'll see what that does for us. There you go, she's warmed up. Almost. Well, it's jumping up as I rotate it by hand. I was on the low of the AC. So it's putting out 12 volts AC through these. "12 volts DC through here. I'm not sure if these are the DC ones or the AC ones. And of course my prongs broke. Give me a sec. Try again. So I've got to switch to high AC circuit. Switch is on. Where's the rope at when you need it? You guys see where I threw it to? Sounds about right for me. Doesn't it? We're only getting like 6 volts AC. I wonder if the output is in the pins there. Gotta look at what pins were supposedly the high voltage, but it's supposed to be 600 watts, and I kind of have my doubts. 600 watts is gonna fly through that real easily with those little outputs. Even then, engine runs. It has its own voltmeter. Why don't we just use that instead? I cannot see it. You guys call it out to me what it's doing, if anything. 'Cause that's not going to do anything. Wrap this around here. I presume those 2 outlets are the ones that are going to do all the work. Electric start. That would be great. It was getting up there, but it has to run for a few moments to get things energized from the looks of it. Okay, so we gotta get the fuel system attended to. Shouldn't be too bad. Somebody has been into this carburetor before. I've got one screw in my hand here. We'll set them over there as we take them out. There's witness marks of tightening on it. That might have been factory, but no, I see it both ways on it. There's a gasket down here, but you pop this off, you will get access to everything your heart's desire. Yeah, this thing doesn't like me squirting a lot of fuel in it. She's finicky on that. The voltmeter was going up, so that tells me it's trying to work, but it's going to take it a moment to stabilize, to get things charged and going. It looks immaculate in here. Absolutely immaculate. These are real easy. Pull up your pin there and pull this up, and there's your, flow. It's a little dirty in here, a little dirty. Yeah, looks like lead fuel. Needle inlet looks good. Put all those pieces right there. Put a little carb. Actually, let's get a rag here. Down in here. Let that do some soaking. Now how the hell it takes on fuel somewhere, I have no idea. Because there's your bowl. I can't remember where the jet is for. Oh, the jet's right here. And it takes it as needed. That's right. Yeah, look at that. Nice and clean. Hold on a sec. There's an on and off valve. There's a mixture screw right here. It's completely shut. Yeah. I remember that my other one was finicky on that. When it's on and off or something down here. It was a and you just fill up this bowl up to the limit and it'll take it as needed without the float in it. Because it's a gravity fed system. Come on, sweetie. Pretty sure this, no, the on and off's over there, but this is like a mixture screw or something. Yeah, I think it's your main jet. Okay. That straw down in there. Squirting out of the carb. There you go. That's free and open. Alright, that's clean and clear. I just need to screw this back up. Screw it up, probably. Back up there, we'll put it to a snug, and then we'll do like one and a half out. We'll do one out. They didn't value their fingers back in the day, like, oh, let's put it next to rotating devices and stuff. Like, well, you gotta be smarter than it. Well, that was 100% back in the day. It's a half, one, a half. There's that. That's cleaned out. She cleaned out pretty good. Let's see here. Little bit of fuel down inside that. Where's my fuel? Need to refill my bottle. Alright, filling up the float bowl. I don't like squirting it in like that, just dump it. Should be able to run just so. That's what I do with the other one. Let me know what the voltage is. Just kidding. I'll be over there in a sec. Well, now that spills the fuel everywhere. I'll do that. Cool. It's an entire 1 week later. Alright, we left off of running it. I put the top back on. I don't know if I really want to try to fill up the fuel system on this. Everything. Because I don't really have a purpose of running it real long. That's the thing. I've got a generator out there that runs. I don't want to put, that crappy ethanol gas into this and let it sit or anything like that. But we have a couple things we need to look at on this. Wherever I put my other tripod at. But anyway, what we need to look at. So supposedly this has an electric start on it. And the pin layout, I have no idea on all the rest. I do know from reading, if I take this one, hooking this up to the battery, if you hook it up to a battery here, somehow, you take this one, a jumper wire, put it in here, and you ground it to the body or ground. Inside here is an electric start. Does that work? I have no idea. Not a dang clue in the world. So, yeah, we're going to try that. But what I did try to find also was an adapter to fit into this. 'Cause I want to try to keep this in original military style. I found something close, but it's not what I would call a cigar for this. So, it fits in there. I think it makes contact with the metal pins. If not, then, that was a waste of time. But I have no idea if it actually reaches in there. But if I can't find any of these style, I went on, looked, couldn't find it. I found one of these pins for $200 for 2 of them. Go to hell on that idea. But this is the closest I could find, and I'm thinking that I don't even know if that, like say, makes contact in there with the prongs. It's a fat chance, but I have to wire it up to make this into an adapter. I want to keep this original, but you know what? I may just have to wire in a 120 volt outlet, an actual modern day one into it. And I don't know who hurt the military, but did they really have to put 1,200 damn screws in this thing to be able to do that? But that might be another day. We know it produces voltage. It already said it. I showed that on the thing. We got to get this electric start and see if it's going to work. And I found the tripod that I crammed underneath. There it is. So, all right. Let me use the motorcycle here, jumper cables, and let's see if we can, if that electric start's going to work. If it is, we'll take the top off the float, we'll fill it back up, and we will try to run it. Yeah, I kind of really want to try out if it's going to power something like, a shitty fan. So it's only 600 watts, but all right, I'm yammering because I've got a garage that I need to clean over here to store stuff. I have the space, I just got a bunch of junk that it's going to hit a trash can. No, that's not hitting the trash can. So, all right, let me get this all hooked up here. Okay, so I've got it all hooked up. Amazon is just insulating everything. So, I'll get you all over here, actually. What the online forum from 2007 on Smokestack said. So, some older guy is either saving the day or not. But the theory here is that now that I've got power hooked to this and it hasn't completely caught on fire at all, we're to shove this wire into there and then ground it. Oh. Really? And that sounds like it's an induction. Yeah, that's an induction starter. It's not like a gear drive. It's like what my chainsaw is. It uses induction. Well, holy crap, shit. Stuff cool. Well, that'll work. We still got spark and everything. Probably should. Might be able to dribble a little bit in this, and we're going to have to try to fire something up on it. Enough as a proof of concept. We got that old fan up there. That looks like it probably would have been powered by this because they're the same ugly green color. See? That's what keeps me cool, everybody. That's what blows the air on me. Not that one. That just circulates from up there. That runs all the time. That thing has run all summer non-stop in that position. Bearings are starting to make noise. Excuse me. And so we got that. And I'd like it to be able to get powered by this. So, what's a girl to do? Huh. Well, a girl comes to Ace Hardware. That truck needs washed. All right, let's go see what's cheaper. A little brown cord that I can splice into that adapter or use electrical wall wiring. What is that stuff called? The yellow, whatever. Anyways, and splice that into the end of an adapter. One of those fix-it ends. All right, let's keep going. Let's see here. $2.99. Light duty. Yep, that'll do the job. All right, we'll go get the bird turds washed off of it. Yes, I do bring mine through the scratch wash, as people call it, and so far, no scratches or anything. It's actually quite nice. And after cutting the end off of it, getting rid of all these safety labels on your $2.99 cord, you put them in correctly, black on brass, which is, the black one is a small one on this. Everything. I don't know what it is on this one over here, but we're going to find out. And then we've got this over here. They are wired correctly. The lettered one right here is the black one, and I even tested with the multimeter. So now we have an extension cord for this adapter thingamajig. All right, let's see what we can do magic-wise. All right, things are hooked up to battery, fuel's in there, and hooked up all the way up to the fan that is currently off. You probably hear my nephew outside. So, alrighty, let's see what we can do here. She's already choked up, ready to go. Electric start, engage. Oh, wait, hold on. No. Oh, you gotta push it in. Something come undone somewhere. Yeah, something did. That's just great. Oh, yeah, the positive on the motorcycle battery did. There we go. Let's try this again. We're feeling. I have to help the fan. There we are. How many amps are you drawing? I'm drawing a little bit. This fan takes a little bit to start up. Hold steady. Well, everything's buttoned back up. All good. Like I said, I didn't want to mess with the fuel system. I don't have a reason to really run this. I mean, it's 600 watts out. That fan's not 600 watts, but that fan likes to have a lot of draw start, and I had to turn it to get it going and everything. But I mean, as you can see with the fan, you put it in a house outlet, it'll fire right up. No problem. This one just has a little bit of startup current. It needed help. Once it got it turning, it's good. Probably meant more for like lights and, you know, things of the 50s maybe that fan. But things for out like in the field and stuff. I doubt they were really running fans out there like this. But anyways, like I say, I will rebuild the wooden crate probably next year. Take it to the Ileana show with some wheels on it and everything. But I've got to get this garage cleaned out over in that corner, throw a bunch of crap away, and get things stowed away. So it's going to be the rest of my day other than editing this video. But you like seeing this kind of stuff? Like, comment, subscribe. I mean, this was actually a pretty interesting one on it and everything. And Like I say, that plug, if you know what plug style this is, do let me know. I tried to do a Google search on it, and I got nothing. It showed up manhole covers and stuff, so... But I said maybe some radio guy knows what they're looking at, but... Good runner. Very, very solid runner. Very pleased with it. And everything, so... Alright, signing off. Till then, thanks for watching. And yes, before I stowed away, I took the mouse nest out just now. Here's something cool. Hush up. Here you go. Want to see some cool schematics on this? There you go. If you want to know anything about it, screenshot it. Pretty significant mouse nest, but the thing looks good. A little corrosion, some stuff, but it'll clean off. It'd be nice to find a purpose to really run this. It'd be really nice. Everything looks good in there. I'm not seeing any chewed off wires. Just a starter one, so thankfully the mice didn't get hungry on these. Alright, I'll let y'all go.